It's called like State Boys with 3 Z's. That's the YouTube channel for Georgia State Patrol. And you can tell that their tactics are different because I watch a lot of police chases, and sometimes they'll be like, we're not allowed to pit in this situation. He's in heavy traffic, we have to call off the chase. There's a lot of that, like rules and regulations on how to pursue or take out a fleeing vehicle. Georgia State Patrol, there's a famous clip I saw on Reddit one time. He like crashes into the car, pits him out, and then the cop jumps out of the car and like runs and like slides across the bad guy's hood while pointing a gun. He ends up in a kneeling position on the bad guy's hood, pointing through the windshield, screaming at him. And he just had pitted him. It was like, oh my God, they've got real like super cops working for the Georgia State Patrol. Don't fuck with them.
Well, I saw on Twitter, because apparently Emma Watson has gotten like her, I don't know how many driving violations she's gotten in her Audi S3. Yeah. And I think she was driving like, it wasn't even that fast. Like, it wasn't that much over the speed limit.
I saw a 38 and a 30 in the tweet about it.
And people are like, if you send anyone from Atlanta over to the UK, they will be labeled a terrorist at this point. Like,
yeah, they don't pull you over for speeding on the highways in and around Atlanta. There is seemingly no speed limit. I'm sure if you're going 150 or something, they'd stop you. But feel free to do 100. Like, absolutely feel free to do 100. No one will bat an eye.
Well, that's like going to, like, whenever I go to O'Hare here, it's like, you see, it's not only people speeding at a level where I'm like, God damn, but like, it is the worst car you've ever seen. It is at least 30 years old. And I'm like, how are you even doing this right now?
Atlanta's got a lot of supercars in it. There's a lot of money in Atlanta and a lot of money that gets flaunted in Atlanta too. I think there's a lot of like, whenever you look up where a famous black person lives, it's here. Like, lots of rappers have houses here. And so if I'm driving around on the interstate, I'll see all sorts of, I don't even know what they are. There's Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Porsches of every kind. It's pretty cool. But I've been driving 100 and been passed by stuff that went zzz, and it's like, like, because you don't know it's coming.
Where you feel like that wind, where you kind of
absolutely
push a tiny bit.
Yeah. I got passed by a motorcycle one night driving home to my house in Atlanta from my dad's place, and I was already like half asleep, and I was going high 80s for sure on cruise control, just zoned out. And he went past me so fast. He approached me so fast I never saw him coming from behind me, which normally I'm checking my surroundings pretty good. And when he went past, it made a scary noise, and he disappeared within a second. He was going so fast. He was going high 100s, and it's like, man, if I had changed lanes at the wrong time, he'd have exploded into the back of my car like a Patriot fucking missile. Like it would have been the end of the world for both of us.
I feel like that's one of the most boomer things emerging in me is motorcyclists going 1,000,000 miles an hour right next to you, and you see them just, it's like, in my head, I'm like, cars. What the hell are you doing? Get it together.
I know people say that like they're like, it's just like, oh, they're just going to be the only ones that die. But then like you see them slam into a Honda Odyssey and you're like, oh, that actually did tear that van in half.
Oh shit, it did kill that kid. Wow. Yeah, they're pretty
I'm fine with the motorcyclists. It's the cyclists. It's the cyclists. Get off the road.
The cyclists going 100 miles.
We're all Americans, and so we all hate cyclists, and we get guff. We get pushback from people who live in like the Netherlands. They're like, oh, I don't understand. Why don't you just back to the store that is 0.4 miles away in the clearly designated lane where the speed limit for cars and automobiles is 4, and then you get there and you bring your groceries back. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Do you understand how tiny your country is? Your country is a county in my state. I went on the true size just the other day because I was like, how big is Missouri compared to a lot of European countries? Missouri's like as big as the UK. Like it is so little over there. And so when they give us guff, and I love our European bros, but when you guys give us guff over the bicycle thing, Get fucking real. You have no clue how giant our country is. Me, Kyle, and Woody's states and Chris's state all put together, if Georgia, Missouri, North Carolina, and Illinois formed a contingent and were magically brought together like Thanos would, we would be the largest country in Europe by a huge amount, excluding Russia. Obviously, Russia, they're
got
their
two
own
continents.
But it's insane how big of a country we are.
I'm dragging Missouri on the map right now. A lot bigger than the Netherlands, a lot bigger than Belgium, smaller, but not by a ton, Germany, bigger than Austria, bigger than Slovenia, bigger than Switzerland, a good bit smaller than Italy.
Also, my city recently implemented bike lanes everywhere, and it is the most embarrassing attempt at getting bikers safe. Like, they didn't expand the roads. They just put markers on the roads, be like, hey, a bike here. And it's like in the lane. I'm like, this is not safe.
No, it's not. They're not going the speed limit.
So fast motorcyclists don't bother me. It's like, and then there's like, I guess they're already gone, right? Not a problem. Loud exhausts, they annoy the heck out of me. If they're going fast and they startle me, I don't like that. I feel like, I don't know, you just jump scared me for no reason. I'm just here driving like a regular person and you're going 130 with a loud exhaust. Heck you.
It's
and
rude.
Then, yeah, or just loud exhaust that you're around too long, like at a red light.
I don't
also
mind it.
Rude.
Yeah.
So I don't mind the loud exhaust in public, like when I'm driving around. What I hate, this is not my last house, but the house I lived at like before that. There was some jabroni that every morning when he went to work, he would just, as soon as he like turned out of the neighborhood and got onto the highway, he would floor it. He would floor it. And I don't know what he drove. It sounded like a jacked up pickup truck with like loud exhaust. It would just roar. And you'd hear him go through every fucking gear until he was out of earshot. And I mean, it sounded like an airplane. It sounded like an airplane going overhead. It was so fucking loud.
Was it a Harley looking thing?
It was a car. It was a car. I never saw him.
It was a truck,
I never saw
right?
him. It was something I never saw him. It would this would happen in the blackness of morning at 5 a.m. He clearly had some welding job to get to, and he didn't.
I was just going to say that
anybody else.
So
I had a neighbor
that
was like,
you never saw him.
I had a neighbor that was definitely a welder
bed.
that went to work at 5 a.m. and he had a diesel truck he would warm up in the morning. And I'm like, Jesus, this shit's been running for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was the loudest thing. It woke me up every morning.
It's so rude. Like, be conscious of how loud your fucking automobile is, motorcycle or car, and don't be a douchebag about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also, don't ride your fucking two-wheel bike on, like, I live in an area where there's a lot of windy roads through hills and woods, and there are cyclists who choose to cycle on this road, and it's a 2-lane road. It like going through hills and things. And so when they decide that they want to be the main character in their little life simulator, it's like, do you realize how many people are backed up behind you? Because if we did what was morally justified right now, I would push you over the side of a hill and you'd fall 5,000 feet to your death. You'd smash into a bunch of trees. It's like, you are a scumbag. Go somewhere that bikes are allowed and ride your fucking bike. Because I know you're not heading to an American grocery store to pick up, what, a baguette, you fucking fruit? Fuck you. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of our country if you're going to do this shit. Get a car.
They're Americans.
It's a car country. There's a reason we're a car country.
I was born in Missouri.
Country.
They're Midwesterners.
And I don't want them here.
Immigrants don't buy $7,000 bicycles and put spandex on and ride around. That's a white man thing.
I'm not.
This is a really bad time.
My critique had nothing to do with immigrants. I want
you
those,
like
whether as white
country.
white as they are. I want them out of the country.
This is a bad time to bring this up, but I did buy a bicycle last week that I've been riding around my neighborhood.
What'd you get?
I don't know.
You don't know what kind of bike you got?
Blue. I went to a local bike store and I said, I want to ride around my neighborhood, go pick up coffee in the morning, because there was a Starbucks that opened up in my neighborhood. And he showed me one. He said, you should get that one. And I'm like, okay. And I got it.
Does it have gears?
Yes.
How much was it?
Only like 5 something.
Okay, that gives us a better scale of like what you did, because bikes get ridiculous.
Is it a mountain bike style thing?
No, it's got thin wheels. Because I was looking at the mountain bike and I'm like, that looks cool. And he's like, are you going to be going on any mountains? And I'm like, no. Like, we don't have any.
I plan to mostly bother people in traffic. Oh, well, this is
there's this podcast. I was thinking about pissing off one of the hosts. Like a lot.
I was thinking I'm a 30-year-old man, but I'd love to experience once again what it's like to be 2 and outsource all responsibility for my safety onto my surroundings. And so I'm no longer
a lot of this shit really like well prepared. Like you've been thinking about this for a while.
This is the top of the dome. I fucking hate cyclists. Go to fucking Amsterdam, go to the Netherlands, go to Europe and ride your bicycle around. I bet bicycles make a ton of sense in Europe.
The only people that ride bikes around here are people that had their licenses taken away or kids. Like, that's the only people I ever see.
Even the kids I see cycling are just doing it around my neighborhood, which is like, I'm not going to get mad at kids having fun on their bicycles when I'm driving through the neighborhood, because it's like, where else do you want them to go? Let them have a good time. But on the real roads,
they should be riding their bikes in their own driveway.
Well, that's heartless. They need a little bit of room to have fun.
You guys can do laps around your mom's car, and no further.
That's literally the only place that I don't get annoyed at cyclists is in my own neighborhood. If it's a kid, where it's like they're just having a good time tooling around on their bike, and it's zero effort to kind of go to the left at neighborhood speed and get around.
I hate pedestrians. I see them on Halloween. These fucking people walking around at night. It's morally justified to run them over.
If they're in the
trying to scare me, they're dressed like ghosts and vampires and shit.
Well, I was scared.
Dracula.
Well, I felt threatened. You know, there was a threatening individual dressed like Hollywood Hulk Hogan coming in my car.
I had to draw my sidearm.
I had to draw my sidearm.
I fear for my life.
That's the way it goes sometimes. You know,
Kyle, I love how this link you sent, I love how they hit the cyclist, but like the gun isn't even the thing that killed them. In the video.
Yeah, I've seen several cases of people just running cyclists over and killing them on purpose for fun, and then like recording it. Like, I don't understand this current generation. Like, what are you doing? Just forget that they're senselessly killing. Like the one I saw was an old man, even that they just you see him like this guy doesn't see it's coming, and they're like hooping and hollering as they accelerate into the back of him in a motor vehicle.
Oh, I've seen that clip. That's fucked.
Awful. Yeah, and I thought that was you at first. I heard the laugh.
No, I wouldn't have filmed it.
Exactly.
I know a guy who lost a leg cycling. And it was sad. So apparently he was on the sort of on the shoulder, maybe even the white line. He was I knew him from my hockey team. He wasn't on my team. I played. They still need 2 legs, but I anyway, he was on the shoulder, and a guy was passing him in his car, but the guy had a trailer that was a little wider, and I guess he wasn't experienced, didn't sort of account for the trailer, and the trailer hit the cyclist and he lost his leg, and he was off my competitor's beer league hockey team. Kind of a win for us, but but he's only on 1 leg now.
Well, that sucks. I hope you at least, got the cup that year in the beer league, so you can take advantage of.
We did win a cup or 2. I don't recall if it was that year.